Good morning. It's Wednesday, and I'm your friend Scotty Ray. I'm off to a better start that I know what day of the week it is now. Yesterday was a little confusing for me as I got the day started and couldn't remember. I do hope you're doing well. 62. It's going to be hotter. Did I mention that? 91 to 92 is going to be the high. I was sure loving those 80s, but we are sure bumping up each day as we reach that 90-degree mark yesterday. It was all hope for fall weather at some point. We've got a special guest coming in this morning. Baseball, that's what it is, isn't it?
Yes.
Bench warmers. They're coming in to talk to us this morning all about that and how well they've done this season. Right here from the Meridian area. We'll find out more about that a little after 7. We've got robberies, wrecks. Oh, it's going to be interesting. All beginning at 7. Don't miss a minute of it. We'll fill in all the details of what's going on. Odie's ready. We'll also try to talk about a Odie look-alike. Have you spotted him? I haven't. I thought it was Odie. Even he thought it was himself. Had to call home and ask, did he own a shirt like that? It wasn't him. Wow. More on the way. Let's head out to Collinsville to the First Baptist Church now to get a good word.
Did you know that just a few months ago, the world population hit 8 billion for the first time ever? And that's a lot of people. And that number increases by 140 people every minute. All of these people, so different and unique, but they and we all have this one thing in common. We're born sinners needing a Savior. But God's made a way for you and me to be saved. Apostle Paul tells us very plainly and simply in Romans 10 that if you confess with your mouth that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised Him from the dead, you will be saved. For with the heart one believes and is justified, and with the mouth one confesses and is saved. So it's not just saying the words, Jesus is Lord, and God raised Jesus from the dead. No, it's really believing it with your full heart, which leads you to confess it with your mouth. And everybody who does that will be saved. That includes your co-worker, your family member, that friend, neighbor, that stranger at the store. And that includes you. This is a simple message that all 8 billion people on planet Earth can understand. And it's a message that all 8 billion of them need to hear. So may they hear it and understand it and believe it and confess it. And may you as well. Change begins in you.
The Change Begins in You is brought to you in part by Piggly Wiggly of Collinsville, Patrick Allen Companies, Mitchell Tire and Wrecker in Collinsville, and Mowdy Cabinetry. Welcome back. Always a good message from there. Don't forget they'll be open tonight. Church services. Hope you can drop in and visit with them. If you need a church, visit with a friend. I think you'll like it there as well. Always a church close to you. That's what's important. Go when you can. Good morning, Ann Hall. Also, Miss Deborah Collins is up. Good morning to you. Barbara Gowdy joining us. Sandy White. She's got half her makeup on, I see. Whew, be careful there, Sandy. Chet Parker's up. Good morning. He's hoping we all have a blessed day. We could use that. Miss Gail Gafford in with us, Mike Dallas, and so many more as we start today. Let's look at a few of the headlines that are shaping America today that's out there. Let's see what we've got. Don't understand this, but in Denver, Colorado, 5 were shot at a Denver bar as a woman was turned away from the door, and then an argument started out. Next thing you know, shots were fired. Why does it always have to lead to something like that? We go to Georgia, and this is good. This has been a long time. It would be some 52 years later. Georgia investigators have solved a 1972 cold case murder of Debbie Lynn Randall. She vanished while she was walking home, a little girl, in 1972, and they have figured it out over DNA testing. Piece of clothing. Technology can be really, really good, and this is one of those instances, without a shadow of a doubt, they have solved it. 50 years later, abduction, rape, and a brutal murder. Her family, and I don't know if they're all still alive, can have some peace now. That would be very tough there. Long time coming, but I'm glad they saved that. And again, DNA is a good thing when it comes to those types of solving mysteries. It does help. I'm not sure if anyone has seen this yet, but this is getting to be more and more organized as we had a carjacking in the Meridian area. What was it? Last weekend, this past weekend, where at knife point somebody was truck was stolen. We've had it now, as we go to Chicago, it's organized to where they surround you, stop you in traffic, and drag you out of your car and take it. As we all know, there's very few cops left in these larger cities that are run without, well, they want to defund the police. And they're getting what they want. The cities are plagued. But is there a way to put the brakes on all of this and turn this around? I worry that there's not. There's so less people getting in law enforcement now because, well, either the city council or the mayors don't protect the police. It seems as though they don't care. Where do we go from here? Of course, that next step would have to be military taking over. We don't want that by any means, but we've got to do something to save our towns and save America. It's out of control. Crime is rampant. We've got to make a clean sweep, and it's got to be every city. It's got to be a bar set a standard. As we see in New York, as they were 2 years ago saying, come to our city. We're open. We'd love to have you. Well, they showed up. Now they can't afford it. They're begging for help from the federal government with people who are not citizens of America. Did y'all see this? The Patriots fan, Miami Dolphins. And Odie, did you hear about this? In the stands, it was a fight. One man is dead now. He was punched, dead. They've launched an investigation. At a football game in the stands. They were arguing about the ball game, like that's a real big thing to argue about. He got hit, and that was the last thing he knew. Wow. We'll see what becomes of it. Will it be charges? I don't know. Or was it self-defense? How do you rule all of that? Boy. And this is even worse as we start looking at this. Is there has to be something in a criminal's mind that I don't understand. And I'm sure that they've got TV shows out there that chronicleize this, and they study people that go out and they live off to hurt someone else. As we go to Los Angeles, if y'all watch the video, it's very, I'm not going to show it, of a retired police officer riding his bicycle down the road. They video it where they purposely chase him down with a car and run over him. They've made 2 arrests so far. It was murder. They're trying to try these young teenagers as adults, and I think they should. But they get their thrills. I don't know whether it's filming it or just downright mean. Again, I'm not a criminal, and I don't quite understand what they get their thrills, or what's the word? They get their rocks. I'm not sure what the word of it is. But this stuff is happening all around America now. Meanness, out of control. And we don't have, as I mentioned before, the amount of police that want to go into this to stop this anymore due to the fact that politicians have turned on them. We've got a problem, and I do hope it's fixed. That's all we can hope and pray for. We'll be right back as we've got more to talk about. The Precast Group, offering you the best selection when it comes to a storm shelter. Located on 145 South in Meridian, where they offer above-ground shelters that can be installed in your home as you're built in, are conveniently located right outside your home if it's already built. They also offer storm shelters that can be installed in a slight bank or on flat ground. Protect your family today with a very affordable storm shelter from the Precast Group. Highway 145 South, 601-482-0003. The Precast Group. As the days get hotter, Sanders Gas reminds you to get your air conditioner tuned up. Sanders Gas can repair or replace your whole unit, whichever you need. Talk to Sanders about a tankless water heater now and never run out of hot water. Find out how easy and affordable it is to cook on gas stoves. And those backyard barbecues are coming. Don't run out of gas. Get yours refilled today. Sanders Gas, since 1946, 611 26th Avenue South, 601-693-4054. Some good folks that you'll want to visit, Grayson Optical. If you're in the market and got to have a new pair of glasses, new lenses made, drop in and see them. One of the best here in town. Donnie's been doing this since 1996. A great location there on 24th Avenue. You can zip in, zip out. They care. They take care of you. Sometimes they can get this in a couple hours, same day, get you fixed back up. And, well, we all know we sometimes go crunch and break a lens. Sometimes you break your arm off of it. They can repair, fix whatever you need. Friends right here in the area. Drop in and visit with them. Many styles to choose from. Reading glasses if you just need that. If you need even up to trifocals, they do all of that. They do prescriptions for your sunglasses. You can take a look at all that. drop in. It's 24th. Can't miss them there, as they'll help you out with anything you need. Any style, any frame that you're looking for. There's the sunglasses that we mentioned there. Drop in and visit with them. 2021 24th Avenue is where you'll find them. You can call them at 693-6374. See Donnie. He'll help you on those next pair of glasses that you need. Very, very important there. I got off last night at the scene of an accident with no reading glasses. Front row. Had the whole fire department helping me go and spell words. I couldn't see it. Woo. We've got that and so much more coming up. All right, let's get into our forecast this morning as to what we have, what lies in store for us with the weather.
Your forecast is brought to you by EMEPA, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
As we get to the weather this morning, let's grab back our record highs and record lows as we go back for this. 1925, it was 99, and 1889, it was a low of 42. Chilly those days. Now, as we mentioned today, changing. Look at this, 91 for our high. We'll see 89 in Philadelphia, 87 at Columbus Air Force Base. The further south we go, look at this, Hattiesburg, 93. That 80-degree weather is out the window at this moment. That's perfect outside today. 62 as you're waking up, getting this day started. But it is going to be hot before it's all said and done. As we cut across to Alabama, we're looking at 88. As we look to Selma and Montgomery, we'll hit at 89 degrees. Also up in Fayette, about 87 degrees is what we're looking at. As we come down and look at the wildfire danger, all of this is not over. The Meridian area, now this includes Newton as we go all the way up and look at Neshoba County into Winston County at a level 1. But out to our west-southwest, we're looking at a level 2 here when it comes to wildfires. And that takes in Jackson, most parts of Scott County. As you get into the Laurel area, we have a level 2 down to Hattiesburg and Jones in those areas. Be careful. Don't light anything. Wait this out. This has been a very dry summer. Now, here's what we've got when it comes to that 6-day, 10-day outlook. I said that wrong, didn't I? It's going to be okay. But as we'll see there, we've got warm weather moving into the south from Texas. Look at that. This is where that 90-degree weather is hitting us. We're a long way from that below average over here, aren't we? As we look at the 7-day extended forecast, 91 today, 89 tomorrow as the weekend arrives. We'll hit 88 Friday. Saturday looks to be about a 90% chance of rain, then a 20% chance of rain on Sunday afternoon. Back to work on Monday, increasing to a 30% chance. As we go back, I think we've got, is it the third Thursday coming up, downtown Meridian? Third Thursday, 89 for that night. Not bad at all. 0% chance of rain if you're going to be out and about for that. Always good to get out and go downtown. It's fun. As we go through, I hadn't fixed it yet, October the 4th. We got to fix that today, Odie.
Yeah.
We don't need to confuse what month. October the 4th, we take our temperatures. We're looking at 85 then. We'll have 87-degree weather about from the 27th all the way up to October. Now, let's get to serious business here. This will run through November. We're not done with hurricane season. There's a 30% chance of something developing here and going up the coastline through the Carolinas. We'll watch this. It hasn't developed anything. Nigel sitting in a Category 2 this morning at 98 miles an hour. Those millibars at 971. We want to watch the coast of Africa. Y'all see this. 70% chance. Could this shoot into the Gulf? It sure could. It's too early to tell which way it will go, but it is something to be concerned about. A lot of these have been already turned and moving upward at this point. This one making that westward track. We'll watch it closely to see where it goes. We certainly don't want it in the Gulf by any means, do we? Let's talk about fishing. Chet's on board today. This is our fishing forecast for today. Best time's going to be out there today is going to be somewhere around 4 o'clock this afternoon. If you make it there about 3:45, grab that cane pole and some worms, you'll be good through about 6 o'clock. Perfect weather. The temperature will be coming down about then. Cooler weather. You'll like it. Now, the wind's going to be south-southeast, becoming about 5 to 10. Not horrible at all. And remember, wind direction and things change throughout the day. You can check back with us. We'll let you know if you need to know that if you're going to be sitting on a creek bank late this afternoon. We'll fill you in on that. As we talked about, baseball, bench warmers. We got all that coming up this morning. Justin Pritchett will be here to tell us behind the scenes of what's been going on. Had a pretty good year from what we understand. Kathy, how are you this morning? Miss Dorothy is up. Good morning to you as well. Miss Spence, Decatur joining us there. House is joining us. Anitra, good morning there. Ruth. And Jeff Lewis is up as well, along with Jerome. A great day in store. I've got to get another cup of coffee before we fire this off, so I'll be worth something to you. I can't go a whole hour without a cup of coffee this early. We all know how that works out. We'll be right back in moments as we'll go live to tell you about what's gone on in the last 24 hours. As we hinted, there's been a robbery. We'll call it a robbery. On paper, something suspicious. We'll give you all the details at the top of the hour. Join us, won't you? It's all coming your way at 7. Scotty Ray Report with Scotty Ray and Odie. We'll see you soon.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.